With the Elden Ring DLC being just around the corner, I really wanted to start over and create a legendary build for myself to experience it for the first time. So me being a Souls guy, I thought to myself, why not create an entire challenge run around that specific goal? And so, I present to you the Dagger only, all 165 bosses run. Oh boy. Daggers in this game have a lot of untapped potential from my point of view. They are underrated though because of their obvious lack of range and seeming lack of power. But that's nothing a bit of cleverness cannot fix. The rules for this run should be self-explanatory, but I do want to add some extra ones. Number 1. Abusing bleed is a no-go. I will be using some bleed infusion in the beginning, but after we enter Alto's Plateau, we will almost completely phase it out. And number 2. We are region locked. That means we have to beat every single boss in the current region before we advance to the next one. This ensures that we cannot just go and grab the most broken gear in the game from the start. With all of that said, let the adventure begin. First things first, it would be ridiculous of me to show every single cursed boss kill in the game, as that would make the video literally 2 hours long. So I'll focus this video on 2 key aspects: important bosses and build creation. But for the freaks out there who want to see the whole thing, every single VOD is public over on the live section of the main channel, so have fun. We start off with the Bandit class and name him Lord 2 Shanks, as a bit of foreshadowing for the later parts of the run. The Bandit is the key here as he starts off with a pretty good first dagger, which is the Great Knife. So we now only need to find ourselves a second one for some good old double shanking action. Some of you might already know where I'm going with this, but yeah, we are gonna go and collect the Reduvia. I mean, how could we not? It's probably the single most powerful dagger in the game right now. This single dagger is the main reason why I don't want to rely on bleed. It would make for a quite boring and frankly uninteresting run. That being said, we are gonna use it for the start as our options are still quite limited. There is also one other thing that we want to collect here besides the Reduvia. After clearing out Fort Hive and collecting one piece of the medallion, we want to go back to Kenneth Height for a special reward, the Earthsteel Dagger. Kenneth Height is actually useful for once in this game, because this dagger actually shreds, but we will get to that later on. For now, with double D's in our hands, we are gonna first take care of the doo-doo heads, Margit and Godric. I said we're gonna have 3 builds, right? Basically all of these slots are gonna be filled. Like, we're gonna have 6 daggers. All of the slots are going to be filled with daggers, and we're just gonna be taking out daggers out from our asses when we ever need something. Lord 2 Shanks is gonna be an understatement. We're gonna be Lord 6 Shanks. We are +3 and +1. Get some bleed on Margit. And smack his ass. Margit, you have your daggers. Why don't I have those daggers, Margit? That's just a shame. Margit, no! 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 I'm too young to die. I'm just a pure dagger build. Margit! He actually knocked me off. What the fuck? Reduvia also has insane range, if you haven't noticed. Like, we can actually do very long shots with Reduvia. Okay. First major boss down. Sacred Dagger and me, and that's the Misery. Okay, we have... We are becoming Lord 6 Shanks, guys. We are having too many Shanks. Godric should be very easy though. We do no damage. Oh my god. Specific parts of Dagger... That bleed though. Bleed covers for the initial, like, difficulty of the Dagger only run. If bleed didn't exist for the beginning, this run would be... nightmare. Literally a nightmare. How is Godric... Did I break his poise or am I going insane? Like, Godric just dies. Godric just disappears like a fart in the wind, guys. After those 2 idiots are taken care of, it is time for us to go on an absolute rampage across the entirety of Limgrave. After a while of decimating the continent, except for this guy, fighting this idiot with just daggers really sucks, I'm telling you, we managed to clear out the whole of Limgrave and make our way south to the Weeping Peninsula. This place is mostly the same as Limgrave in terms of difficulty, so we go on an even bigger rampage this time. Seriously, a stationary plan for a boss fight, Miyazaki? I swear to god, guys, some of these boss fights. I did find out though that holy damage, especially the Ash of War Sacred Blade, really brings the pain to these death birds. And thank god for that. Good riddance with them. With the peninsula then taken care of, it's time for a more fun location, which is Liurnia. Here we can already start to collect some necessary things for our ultimate dagger build. We make our way immediately into the Stillwater Cave right next to the exit of Stormvale. The boss fight here is a single Cleanrot Knight, so it's not gonna be able to put that much of a struggle. After our inevitable victory, we get awarded with the Winged Sword insignia. This would be a good time to explain the main idea of the build. In essence, we want to abuse the main strength of dual daggers, speed.
We want to collect throughout the game all the consecutive attack boosting gear and in tandem with our weapon choice create a disgustingly high DPS build, deserving of the name Lord Two Shanks. But okay, let's go and take care of the main boss Renala first, and then we shall commence the next rampage of the continent.
This guy can be so tricky, man. This guy can be so goddamn tricky, like so hard to understand what he does. But he should be also dead, because we are way too powerful, guys. The double bleed daggers are actually way too versatile and powerful. And the strategy here is going to be... Bloody Slash, actually. Yeah. That is definitely the strategy here, guys. Bloody Slash, GG. You have no chance in hell, Renala. Bloody Slash is just way too powerful. And it has way too much range. Ready for the feet, boys? And... pop the feet. Pop the feet. Bloody Slash carrying me through the game right now.
Brothers, why is Bloody Slash this powerful? It really feels kind of out of place. I mean, my daggers aren't even that much upgraded. In any case, we now just need to clear out all the 20-ish remaining boss fights in this area. This game just has too many fucking bosses, man. None of them gave me too much of a struggle, except for the Deathrite Bird. That guy is best described by the words, a crack cocaine menace. But with all of those bosses down, we finally gain access to the Altus Plateau. Now here's where the build is truly gonna start taking its shape. With our arrival at this place, we want to immediately collect two key items. First, we want to pay our girl Gillica a visit and shred her into quantum pieces. Now in a chest behind her, we can collect the Ritual Sword Talisman, which will boost our damage by 10%. The other key item is inside of the Royal City, which means that we need to take care of the Draconic Tree Sentinel first. We already established that Bloody Slash is kinda busted, so taking out the DTS was just a matter of spamming this weapon art repeatedly until there is nothing left of the poor fella. With just a quick stroll through the capital now, and upon entering the sewer area, we can acquire the second Earthsteel dagger. Finally, I can now explain the build idea fully. It's gonna be a pure faith build with double Earthsteel daggers as main weapons. There is a reason the game gives you two of them during a new game cycle. These bad boys destroy everything when they're fully optimized. But for now, we're gonna have to suffer with them for a while, as I did promise that I'm not gonna be relying on bleed anymore. For now though, let's first take care of the main bosses of this area.
Alright, let's go fight Goldtree. Oh, he's not that holy resistant. This is why we need Fire Infusion, because of these idiots. Holy is not good for the later bosses. My god, I actually broke his poise. Dagger broke his poise, my lord. I don't know why, but Goldtree has always been a little bit more difficult for me than the original Goldtree. This guy is just absolutely insane. Okay, just go away, man. Go away. Yeah, our AR on a single dagger is 321. On a single dagger, guys. That is a big AR number, man. That is not small amount in no way, shape, or form. Let's go grab the Black Knife. This guy's just gonna die. Yeah, we just do way too much damage, man. Yeah. Okay, we are starting to see the insane damage numbers. I'm literally a better Black Knife assassin than these guys. Okay, guys, this is my favorite run. Literally my favorite run so far. Haha. Good fight. Another boss down. 63, boys. 63. Alright, what's the plan for Morgoth? Destroy his ass? Destroy his ass. Poor idiot. But unfortunately, he's pretty holy resistant. Okay, I got Morgoth. Problem is, Morgoth doesn't really have a lot of openings, so it's going to be very, very difficult to get anything done against him. That is a cheeky input read Morgoth, my god. He has this opening, which we can use and abuse. They fight holy damage with Black Death. Nice. Black Death. How did I dodge all of that? Insane. Jumping attack. That's your shit. Jumping attack again. And GG, Morgoth. Now you decide to do that attack. God damn it. GG. Pure holy build against Morgoth. And I forgot to feat, guys. You didn't say me the feat, guys.
With the main bosses now out of the way, we just have to clear out the rest of Altus. After another wild rampage with Lord Two Shanks, where we dispatched like half of the continent, except for this guy. This guy fucking sucks, guys. Also, this happened.
Here is the elevator sewer skip. I think it's over here, right, guys? And then we need to jump for that thing. Oh my god. Wait, actually first try? Bro.
Anyways, with all the bosses dead, we can now make our way to the mountaintops of the giants. Along the way, we can add another beautiful dagger to our collection, the Blade of Calling, which is basically Melina's dagger. Very similar to the Black Knife, just without the Destined Death effect. Here in the mountaintops, we are basically halfway through the run, but we are also gonna experience a giant difficulty spike in this place, especially with our current build. So a lot of piss and vinegar will be needed for this part of the journey. Before we advance, I wanna mention a couple of things I did off-stream. I farmed some of the duelists in Leyendell and defied prelate enemies in the mountaintops to collect their specific armor sets. Basically the duelist chest piece and the prelate gauntlets and leggings. I kinda thought this fashion would suit the theme of the build quite well. And well, fashion is kinda the most important thing when creating builds in this game, right? With that out of the way, it was time to begin the great struggle. And by the great struggle, I mean this goddamn boss fight. This single boss fight cost me more brain cells than all of the previous boss fights combined up until this point. Eventually though, my last two remaining brain cells managed to combine and came up with a simple cheese for him. By using the Black Knife and just by repeatedly spamming Destined Death into his face. That seemed to do the trick quite well. Once he was dealt with, we progressed a bit through the mountaintops and then went on to challenge the Fire Giant.
Alright, what do we do against you? We first Destined Death you. That is my first major accomplishment here. Was the damage output pretty okay? Not bad. Could be worse. We're just gonna slowly chip at his skin. That is our goal. Sacred Blade. Pretty good damage though. Fire Pillar. Scratch his toes. Hit him with this. Bam. Nice. Slap his face. 1. 2. Very nice. Jump. Utter bullshit. Let's go. Kill him in the dick. And kill him in the dick. Let's go. 69 plus 23. I actually managed to first try no-hit this guy. I guess countless of hours of doing these types of challenges really does improve your skills, huh? In any case, the rest of the bosses here in the mountaintops weren't that much of a struggle. Quite honestly, getting through some of these caves and catacombs was a much bigger struggle than any of the boss fights that reside within them. Thanks for that, Miyazaki, by the way. After all the bosses were taken care of, we had a bit of a choice to make. Where to go next? In the end, I did decide that going to Caelid first is probably the best choice. Even though the difficulty in the second part of Caelid spikes quite hard. But the thing is, there are some important upgrades that we can collect in that place. The first important accessory can be acquired by completing half of Millicent's questline. So we talk to Gauri, obliterate Commander O'Neill who's stuck in the Ionian swamp, and go talk to Gauri and of course Millicent again and again. After that debacle has been completed, we want to go back to Altus and proceed to murder Millicent in cold blood, to acquire the Millicent's prosthesis. Now some of you might be asking why are we actually doing this? Because we could grab the Rotten Winged insignia if we complete her questline fully. The thing is, if we do that, we won't be able to collect the prosthesis which stacks with our current winged insignia, unlike the Rotten version of it. A lot of big words have been uttered there, but in a nutshell, we get more of a bang for our buck this way. The other key upgrades are Crackblade, just outside the Redmane Castle, the Flame Shrouding Crack tier, which we can get by clearing out the Putrid Avatar, the Red Hot Wetblade, so we can have more options to infuse our daggers with, and finally, Flame Grant Me Strength, as a great buff to our fire and physical damage. With all of that finally in our hands, it's time to challenge the Star Scourge to a battle of strength. Okay, we bait out the lunge attack and then we just go into his legs. I need you to lunge. I need you to lunge. That's what I need you to do. That's what I need you to do, man. That's exactly what I needed you to do. Oh, frame rate destruction, Radan. Frame rate destruction, Radan, guys. Okay, he's almost dead. Slice. Slice and dice. Good fight, Radan. See you in hell. I've barely seen 2 attacks from this guy. Nice.
I gotta say, I was really starting to dig this build that I was creating. It still needs a ton of work in the form of items and level ups, but we are getting there. The rest of the bosses in Caelid were pretty much a cakewalk, with one notable exception, the Black Blade Kindred. Unlike with one of these previous fucks, This one really didn't want to be cheesed in any meaningful way, so I was forced to kinda get good at him. In the end, a bit of cheese was of course implemented to finish him off. It's kinda hard not to, especially with a black knife in our hand, but with him finally down, the whole of Caelid was taken care of, and we are free to move on to Mount Gelmir and Volcano Manor respectively. Volcano Manor actually is a bit of a problem. The main reason for that being of course Rykard, as the Serpent Hunter was of course not allowed for that fight. So I decided to switch up my build drastically. I showcased so far a pure Arcane build and a pure Faith build, so why not go full circle and do the same with a pure Intelligence build? This will give me a great excuse to showcase another very underrated dagger in my opinion. It's a bit tricky to get, but the main gist of it is that you have to complete the entirety of Selen's questline, which takes a long ass time by the way, and then side with her in the end so you can help her fight Jaren together. After that disaster, she will award us with the Glintstone Chris. The main reason why I wanted to showcase this dagger is its weapon art, which really packs a punch and has a lot of range to boot. It will also synergize well with our offhand cold infused dagger, which will be essential once we go to challenge the Lord of Blasphemy. Here at Mount Gelmir, we can now also grab Golden Vow as another great damage buff for our character. I mowed my way through a bunch of bosses in this place to grab a few quick level ups, but there aren't too many bosses in this zone, so it was eventually time to face Rykard himself.
Glintstone Chris is useful for like other bosses, but for Rykard, nah. Basically, you want to just try to proc bleed and cold. That's what you want to do. And the problem is Rykard is a little bit of a massive pain in the ass when you fight him with daggers. After you proc cold, we try to proc bleed. That's going to be the strat, because that's about the time for the reset of both of those things. Proc, there we go. Why are you running away? I'm a man with 2 goddamn daggers, Rykard. What is this bollocks? Remember, we also have the second phase. And by the way, guys, like the stream if you haven't. This might be a little bit more of a tougher challenge. Phase 2 is a little bit more, let's call him weird. Because he has these tiny little legs that let him elevate. And because of his ability to elevate now, he does have the ability actually to dodge our attacks, which is kind of weird. Oh, this might be an issue. The skulls are here. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. This is going to be a problem. We don't have a way to actually cancel this attack. Bro, I can't see anything. He's destroying the frame rate and he's destroying my ass. This can be dodged, but it's not easy. One more hit. Come on, come on. Die. Yes. Rykard dagger only down. Oh, I didn't pop the feet. I didn't pop the feet.
Rykard really wasn't designed to be fought with anything besides the Serpent Hunter, but he is a gimmick boss fight in essence. Still very cool though. Having cleared Volcano Manor, the only things left are the really difficult areas of the game. The Haligtree, Snowfield and Crumbling Feromazula, and some of the underground locations. One of those locations I always avoided like the plague. And of course I'm talking about the Snowfields, or as I like to refer to them, the frigid outskirts on steroids. This location sucks in particularly because the bosses here hit harder than Mike Tyson on a very bad night out. I mean, just look at this shit.
Theodorix. Because these guys I've discussed before are just giant annoyances. That have like billions of HP and do... Why does the lava pool two-shot you? Jesus Miyazaki.
The dungeons here aren't any better either. Also, Double Knights Cavalry, I hate this place. Thankfully, there is always some good in every bad, as here we can grab the Thorny Crack tier, locked behind one of the avatars guarding the Earth Tree. This buff is the most exciting one, as it's the same as our other consecutive attack talismans, but much more potent, with the only downside being that it lasts 3 minutes, but that's plenty of time for pretty much any boss fight in the game. Anyways, after like 3 hours of extreme suffering, we do manage to clear out every single boss in this place. And with this place cleared, and our build finally fully specced out, it's time to have some great fun. Because now, I can finally fully showcase the power I here wield on the rest of the major bosses in the game.
Alright boys, let's go. After this we upgrade our daggers to the fullest. But defeating these guys, that is a issue. There's no way this is gonna be first try. Just no way. One down. Did I promise you big damage or did I not promise you big damage, guys? When do you stop attacking? See when they stay still. Okay, he's broken, guys. He's actually broken. Okay, maybe it will be first try. Excuse me, guys. Maybe it will be first try. He actually died faster than he lived. His death had more of a length than his life, guys. Geronimo! Praise the double daggers, guys. Jesus, that damage is insane. He literally disappeared like a fart in the wind. Yeah, there is no strategy here. We just need to slash him apart. Indeed. Kind of. We're not playing a very, very clever build. We haven't leveled up intelligence at the end. Because I can't sustain the attacks. Okay. Double slash. Okay, he's almost dead. We're basically skipping first phase of the fight, though. Dragon Lord, please stay in one place. Thank you very much. He's gonna eat away at his health. Almost got hit. Nice. It's more about consistent damage now. Bro, Blade of Death is so good against him. And he's dead. Good fight. Good fight, plus CG6. Valiant effort, my man. Feet. And the trophy. +7, boys. How many bosses so far? We've killed 69 plus 69 plus 7. You do the math. Let's go Malekith. At least Malekith is going to be much easier, guys. Alright, Malekith. Okay, Malekith is gonna very much die soon. Nice, phase 2. Thou who approacheth destined death. I approach destined death. We shredded him, man. And Malekith is dead. If he can actually hit this guy, he would be dead. Okay, Malekith, stay in one place, please. There we go. GG. Nice kill. Not even worth dodging, my man. GG. Not enough damage to actually one-shot him outright, but more than enough damage to absolutely obliterate him, guys. What is my AR? My AR is 644. That is insanity. One dagger has 644 AR. That is legitimately greatsword level AR. Okay, we wait for him to say alas and then we kill him. When he says alas, we fight.
I commend your spirit, but alas.
Didn't I tell you guys that he's not gonna be able to do anything? He just vanished. Best build ever, man. I feel like a dagger no-hit run would actually kind of be possible to do. Let's go, Godfrey. Let me do a clean fight against you finally. And for once in my life, let me do a clean fight against you. I went out of stamina on one of my... Okay, dodge that. Surefire way to practice him in a no-hit run. Oh, almost didn't dodge that. Now we castrate his knee. Okay. What the hell, Godfrey? Aha, nah. Why are you not going into your face transition? There you go, what the hell? How did I miss that? Good fight, my man. The daggers have insane DPS, yes, that was the goal. Trophy earned, boys. First time defeating Horalu. Last time I did this fight without Crackblade. This time we're doing with Crackblade. Let's go, boys. Radagon. Messed it up. Why didn't he jump? Okay, now he's jumping. I messed it up a bit, guys. It's not perfectly clean. I think that's good enough, right? Okay, insane damage output again. You know what the thing is, like, this damage output is not that insane for, like, other things, but when you see it on daggers, it's like, what? Doesn't even make sense, man. You deserve it. You definitely deserve Destined Death. Good fight. Bro, he didn't die. Okay, Destined Death finishes his job. And GG. He It was supposed to be the last boss. Note this time. For my last boss is always going to be Malenia, guys. Most broken weapon? Iron Balls. By far. Iron Balls are absolutely insane. Nah, more wider attack. On your knees. Okay, he goes this. And then we shackle again. Hit his ass. He's dead. He's actually dead. Easiest Mo kill in my life, guys. Jesus Christ. It was actually super simple, man. Let's just walk away. The Canadian deer is a wild creature at the end of the day. And he's very hard to hit in his natural environment. Yeah. He's a bitch to hit with this setup. But thankfully he's dead. 4000 HP. That's what 4000 HP gets you, man. Fair enough, we should have actually gotten to him sooner, but whatever. Oh, I have an insane story to tell you guys. One of my friends is a hunter. They hunt wild boars, like in a northern part of Croatia, basically. A friend of his dad, which is also a hunter, and his dad is also a hunter. They hunted so many boars that they've literally become bored and started hunting them with goddamn knives. They would literally wait for a boar to come up into a trap and then would jump on him and kill him with a knife. There are some insane people in this country, trust me. Like, some people are just not normal. Getting style points. Yes, he's hunting real life achievements, guys, basically. Let's melt these guys. I killed the Black Knife Kindred. You are nothing compared to this guy. One dead. I want to get him out of the water because he gets damage resistance in the water to fire. Come on, Valiant Gargoyles. Time for you to sleep. Accept your death already, man. Like, you have no chance. Just accept your... Bro is dodging every one of my attacks. What's happening right now? Good fight. Alright, 46. Give me like 5 minutes to buff up, my friend. Just give me a second. One more 46. Let me buff the other blade, 46. Nice, dog. Thank you. Thank you, dog. He's almost dead, guys. I hit him in the tail at the end. Oh my god. He was not even able to... Oh, what a beautiful death. Let's go, Loretta. You die. Man, if I could hit you, you would... Jesus, the damage. I forgot horses are really hard to fight on with daggers, guys. I mean, we're close. She almost did. It's not difficult to dodge, it's just insane. Our AR is 1200, guys. 1500, Jesus Christ. Our dagger in our right hand went to 1500 AR. That is crazy. Alright, boys, let the suffering commence. There is no way that this is gonna end quickly or easily. Shouldn't really be buffing this much, there's no point to it. What the f... What is happening? This is never happening. Hop, she's gonna waterfall any minute now. Ah, jumped too soon. Yep. Yeah, her sword length really is a thing to behold sometimes. What the f... How did I dodge that? That was supposed to hit me. I'm confused. I pivoted. Oof. Pretty comfortable with first phase Malenia. I just need to get good at second phase Malenia. This should be almost dead. Yes, one hit away from death. Now we buff up. Golden Valve and Flame Grant Me Strength need to be activated. Second phase. Very nice. Woohoo! How did I jump that? Nobody knows. Let's go, Malenia. Jumping attacks are the way to go, definitely. They can stagger her, and they are actually really annoying. What? She's almost dead, guys, actually. Run! Oh. She's dead. Fuck yes! Guys, 69 plus 69 plus 27. All bosses, Elden Ring, dagger only, done.
If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing, cause it does help me out a lot. I'll put the entire build here at the end for anyone interested in copying it, but that's gonna be it for now. So I'll see you in the next one, boys.